honey, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's what I do.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
18 Gators. 6 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
Well, certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
On here here, Brandon McManus, for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
So they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
This is taken at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Set 60 or. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
On 1st down, Lawrence. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Hey, Delta.
A final shot before break. Lawrence, he's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
60 Pittsburgh. 52. Let's go, defense. Out time. At the 50-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Check 52 for Mike. Check 52 for Mike. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Funches has it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back 55, back 55. 3-5.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
McManus now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check nickel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Check 55.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
15, 2nd and 10. Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense. Patch it. Patch it.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, stand up!
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go now! 60 outlaw! I know he ain't got it!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Right there! All day, baby!
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Let's go, boys! Bring it up!
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down 17-14, a little over a minute to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?